feel about myself, and it's reflected in my business. So anyway, I love it. So thank you.
Man, that's powerful, April. So what made you shift to that? I mean, because you've already made so many changes. I mean, you totally changed your health on all levels. What made you want to make that change?
You know, I was at something the other night, and I was texting a client, and literally it took me 30 seconds to text this client, whatever the question was. And a person there criticized me for being on the phone. And it was bunko, for crying out loud. So, you know, it's like, what is the big deal that I took 30 seconds to, you know, text somebody? And I just realized, you know what? Why am I sitting here? What are these people? I mean, this is goofy. And, you know, I believe in, you know, having fun and doing whatever. But you know what? If people don't have the vision that I have, if people don't want to, and this person happens to know what I do, she's known for 2.5 years that I've been doing it. She's unhealthy herself. And I'm just like, you know, I don't need it. Move on. There's so many people out there that I love being with, that I love being inspired by, that, you know, I'm next. So that's great.
Oh my gosh, April, like I know we could go on all morning because I know you guys all had an incredible August, but I think that's the best one between Denise and April. I think that's the way to start the day. So yeah, let's start the day with the people that lift us up. I think Allison said in the chat, go where you're celebrated, not, I don't know where you said, but like, go where you're celebrated, not where you're hated. So like, you know, you want to be around people that lift you up. And that's why I look forward to my coffee with you guys every Saturday morning. So let's jump in. Everyone's waking up too right now, and congratulations. It's a holiday weekend. We are jumping in. You guys made the commitment to be consistent. Like, connections with people are so simple when you set yourself up for success. So welcome to the holiday weekend. Welcome to September. Congrats on a great August. And what I'm excited to tell you guys is we just had an amazing series layout. We had all of our trainers that run over 10,000 frontline volume. We have new 10,000 frontline volume runners that will be training in the future. You know, had an incredible August. We trained on all the basics to basically be a great health coach. And what's cool is we all do the exact same thing. And what's cool is the reason why it's called Coffee and Consistency is because, one, we wake up early on the West Coast for this call, so we need the coffee to get up. But consistency over time is what makes the biggest difference. So if you've been consistent with us this last little bit, if you thought August was cool, if you had a new rank advancement, or you had like maybe your best month yet, and maybe didn't even end up as a rank advancement, wait till you see what happens in September. Just totally, it's about to like get really exciting. So over the last 6 weeks, what we talked about was helping people learn the basics of strong coaching and being able to be duplicatable and learn from all the people that do the exact same thing. Because what's cool is we all do the exact same thing. Everyone that trains, we all follow the same simple steps. We just all do it in our own voice, in our own way. And I'm really excited for what Allison's going to share with you as we get up to set up this month, because we're going to help you guys set up your September for success. And a little bit of a surprise, it's just going to be the same basics that we do every single day, which I'm really excited about. So what's really cool is I'm going to go over the rank advancements here in a second, but the goal of this last month was, if you were like senior coach to associate director, was to move to executive director. We had a lot of those. We actually had a lot of people move like into regional director, like for their first month of executive director. If you were 5 to 6 points, your goal is to grow 1 to 3 more points and start getting to rank 10,000 frontline volume. We had a lot of people do that. And if you're already at FIBC or running 8 to 13 points, your goal is to learn this so you can help your people come in that want to pay it forward and do this really well. So I just have to congratulate you all. We did exactly that all this last month. So it's fantastic. We covered everything. Guys, congratulations for all of you guys that stayed consistent on this last little bit. We went through everything, all the basics, sharing and connecting and bringing value on social media, and the 3-3-3 tool, how to bring it to the phone, how to be natural. Like Allison's patented, like, don't be weird. And I love that. We're going to hear from her in a little bit here on setting up your month. How to really bring value to people on when you are learning about their health and finding their why. And then all about integrating them in their first 30 days. I'm trying to, Don, will you watch the chat for me, Don? Like, I know people are commenting. I want to make sure I don't miss anything today as we're getting started here. So this is fantastic. So what we're going to come in today, before we kick off, it's all going to be about, okay, great, you had your best month yet. What do you do now? You just go right back into doing the same things and setting yourself up for success. So like, I'm actually going to take it off mute here for a second. It's the second of the month, or not off mute, but off screen share. Who's got their maps with them this month? I want to see it. Who's got their maps ready to rock and roll here? I know you guys got them. Fantastic. Allison's going to be talking about that in just a moment. So rock on. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I catch up with the chat here. So Encore, Saturdays of value, consistency on the team. Congratulations. I love it. All right, let me go back here real quick. So Lindsay, are you on from Europe right now? You're in Iceland? Lindsay, all right, you got to come off mute real quick. All right, can you come off mute? I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, where are you at? Hold on. You're on in Iceland right now?
Yes, I'm at the airport eating.
Okay.
So I had to be on. Why not?
All righty. Well, welcome from Iceland. So great month, by the way. And so one thing I want to give a tip on for Lindsay is like she always does the basics. So you had a great month, a lot of good team members, and you left for Iceland and like you set up everything so you could still like support your clients. And you're going to be gone for how many weeks?
3.
3? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Your business is going to grow this month, right?
Heck yeah, it is.
All righty. I love it. I tried calling you because I thought it was so cool you're tuning in from Iceland.
I am.
All right, so everyone's got their maps. They're ready to roll. Let me pop back onto the screen here. What I want to say is congrats on the best month. So before we kick into today, I just got to give everyone props real quick. So one, Big Thinkers Club, 10,000 frontline volume runners and above. And basically, for all you new coaches, one, welcome to our call. If this is new to you, one, like just hang with us, kind of soak this all in from all the coaches that are helping a lot of people. If you are a new coach, the first steps are to get connected with your support team and learn how to reach out and launch your business to your first few people and gain your first 5 clients. But what we're training here is from the people that do the support and support clients best. So if you run over 10,000 frontline volume, not only are you making a really good income, but you figured this out on how to support that. So welcome. We had a lot of new club members. So Kaylee, Dave and Lori Ford, Abby Cook, welcome to that club. And also, just because we had a lot of people make like really big gains, I also included a few people that shot up over 9,000 for the first time. So congrats to April, Brad and Ashley, Don and Brian, Dave, Lori, Allison, Lindsay, Tim, Kelly, Janet, Denise, Frank, Carlene, Mike, Lisa, Debbie, Abby, Cindy, Kaylee, Dan, Susan, Lee, Shireen and Paul, Elizabeth, Jeanette, Lynette, Jan, Christy, Billy, Heather, Michelle, Becca, Candy, Casey, and Jennifer. Congratulations for all, like you guys shot up this month and did some great stuff. And so one person I wanted to bring on here today, because through this, we just want to learn from all the people that are all doing the same thing. So I wanted to bring on, I want to bring on Elizabeth Singleton. So new, fully integrated business coach. But Elizabeth, you came on coaching this last year and you've just done incredible. You totally changed your health. So you reached the rank of new integrated regional director. Congratulations, by the way. But share with the people on here, like what helped you catch your fire and get to where you got to this last month?
Well, thank you for asking me to share. And so I think one, like these coffees and consistencies and the leadership calls, like they do a world of difference for you. They really help you refocus. Because consistency is key. So first big thing is the 3, 3, and 3. Just reaching out, making those new friends, starting those conversations. And like y'all said, not being weird, just like, hey, how's it going? Keeping my map constantly on my desk right next to me is so key. I look at it every day and think about like, okay, who do I need to check in with today, or what do they have going on with their life, like helping that client support, but then also who was I thinking of, who was on my heart when I made this snap at the beginning of the month. Tracking my business every day, like actually going in, looking at it, what's going on, and then what are my coaches doing too. That's been a big thing for me. And then calendar and time blocking. I'm sure some of you maybe are new and you feel like, I'm all over the place. But having a paper calendar that I actually write everything down and like I time block out, and I use highlighters to give me like different colors mean different things. so that I know when I'm sitting down, I'm working, and then we're good. Like now we move on to go play with the kids or do something else. And then I always am trying to ask what's next, because I mean, I don't know, I'm still new, I feel like, and so what's next? What's the next thing I should do and work on? And just like raising my hand.
Just raise your hand, doing the steps. You know, so you've changed your health so much, Elizabeth. And I think that's one place to start. Like if you watch yourself, I watch you on social media, and it's so fun to watch you live your health out loud. You've obviously, I mean, well, one, if you want to share one thing that's like a little bit about your health and what's transformed for you, so we can do that, so you can hear. But you know, people make a decision when they decide to actually take it to the next level. So what are some things that you made the decision on besides your health? What are some things you made the decision on that really helped you take it to that next level? Because I think it really comes down to a decision for most people. So like, yeah, share a little bit about that if you want.
So first, for those who do not know me, I'm Liz, and I've lost 90 pounds since last October. So that's been pretty amazing and changed my life. And I've had hypothyroidism. My doctors can't believe I did this. So I'm like, I truly believe I'm giving a miracle to other people, because I was given a miracle. And I say that all the time to everybody. I think one of the biggest things for me that clicked in my brain in August was I would hit the next month, day 1, day 2, day 3, and be like, woohoo, I was so great last month. And I would just kind of stall, like foot came off the gas. And so this going into August and now going into September, like I on purpose set up share calls, like day 1, day 2, like keep rocking out. Before I got on this, I had a share call this morning. So like really keep pushing. Pretend like the 15th is the 30th. Like push just like you would at the end of the month. Why should it stop? Why should you be like, oh, great, I hit the beginning of the month? So just keep going, keep that momentum going.
Oh, I love it. Such great advice. And I think that's one thing that really changed for our business is one, just staying focused on our health. But when we treated this like we did the same thing every single day, not crazily, because you don't work a lot of hours like doing this. How many hours would you say you work a week?
5 or 6.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. So just on purpose time. Well done. Congratulations. It's so fun to watch you be excited to change so many people's health and to bring up a team of awesome people. So congratulations. I'm going to go back to sharing the screen real quick to celebrate a few more people. And then we're going to get into today. Allison's got some great stuff. So here are the big thinkers. Congratulations, especially all you newbies in there. New rank advancements. Again, Elizabeth. So FIBC regional first month, Lee, second month in a row. All integrated ranks. We do it 3 months in a row because we want to like help people make sure you earn those ranks and you hit them solidly and effectively, not just like one time and over. Our business is built sustainably, and that's what I really love about it. We'll get to more of that later. New regional directors, Brad and Heather, Sunny, Mike, Jan, and Amber. And what's really cool is Sunny was a new executive director, new regional director at the same time, so I love it. New executive directors, Sharon, Elizabeth, Dan, and Jennifer. Congratulations. New directors, Junice, Maria, Alejandra, Bob, and Michelle. Congratulations. And also heads up, what I like about the directors here, almost all of them, like weren't even planning on hitting director. They squeezed it out the last little bit because their actions were there. Because here's the thing, and here's just little things for stuff going forward. Nobody hits director unless it's like, whoa, how did we get there at the end of the month? On my watch. No one hits director in my watch going forward. Executive director is the one that we hit. You're that close. It's almost a $500 pay raise just from being a director to going executive director. So no, just so you guys know, and so you guys know for your team, I want you guys to know that no one goes director on my watch unless it was like, holy cow, how did we even get director done on the end of the month? It was just because the people were there. So new associate directors, Pamela, Karen, Dawn, and Karma, congratulations. New managers, Sarah, Sahar, Jennifer, Mindy and Tim, Deborah, Terry, Dylan, Trish, Amy, Maria, John, Mary, Lisa, Katie. I'm like losing my, like, oh my gosh, like I'm running out of like room here. And the new senior coaches, Carmen, Bianca, Lisa, Samantha, Julie, Emily, Katie, Allison, and Bernadette. I probably missed some because we broke the office in motion last month. So if I missed anyone, you guys, I'm so sorry, but like amazing job. Like our most rank advancements in any given month, our biggest month overall in general. And just so many victories happening. From my point of view, like watching all of the live streams, you guys have no idea how cool it is. I mean, and you guys do know how cool it is because you're doing it every single day. So congratulations, and we're gonna roll this into next month. I predict even more rank advancements this month or personal best, because that's just what happens when you stay consistent, like Elizabeth was just talking about. So stay consistent this month. Or if you are a new coach, or if you're one of those new senior coaches, grab your support team, take those next few steps, and stay focused and stay consistent on these things. I did want to show a couple more things here. One thing I think is super cool about our company is, did you guys know that we have a leadership team that's beyond a rank? It's actually a qualification size of business, and if you want to qualify and serve, and we actually have like a values system that we follow, like loyalty, integrity, truth, caring, support, loyalty, all of these things. You guys probably didn't know that, but there is people that when they hit a certain rank, which is global director, and they hit it 3 months in a row, and they're at a certain business level.
Okay, almost done.
Oops, 1 second.
Love you.
Angela wanted to come off mute for a second. I think this is really cool because it really shows, like, from top to bottom what our company's all about. And just like short story, I want to get into like Allison setting up our training today. But when I knew this program worked, you guys. Like, I saw my family lose over 2,000 pounds. Like, that's a no-brainer. It wasn't till I went to convention and saw, like, and I got to go like behind the scenes. Like, so to see Dr. Ray and his vision, and then get to see him be the same person when he went off stage, that's when I knew this is something I wanted to be a part of. And we have a leadership system that really implies that, so that our whole company is built on loyalty, trust, all these things that we want to embody and provide for other people. So I'm really excited because, one, Carlene and Mike hit their first month of qualifications for that one. It's a 3-month qualification deal. So congrats, Carlene and Mike. They definitely embody, for those that know them, they embody everything about what they just said. So congrats, Carlene and Mike. And then Tim and Kelly qualified and are going to be inducted into this group this next month. So 3 months qualified. Congratulations. And I wanted Tim and Kelly to come off real quick and just share a little bit of some tips for you guys. Because I remember when Tim and Kelly, I remember talking to Kelly when she went to her first convention. I remember talking to Tim and Kelly when they were baby, regional directors. So it can be done, just like them, and where they're going, there's a lot of people that are going to go there. So, Tim and Kelly, come off and share just a little bit of wisdom for the group here, because there's going to be a lot of people where you're at here in the near future.
Thanks, Brad. And there are going to be a lot of people here with us because it is so possible, especially being led well. You all are on here. You're consistent. You're diving into your business, but staying consistent with your leadership and how we operate above the line is why anybody can be up here, because it's just consistency and caring about the people you're helping. So thanks. We're very blessed. We're excited, but it's because of our team, first of all, about the amazing integrity, the above the line operating procedures that we like to see happen for those that are, coming along with us. And honestly, the key things that we fell in love with Optavia, former Take Shape for Life a few years ago, is the integrity of it, because that's what we wanted to be a part of. We did not want to be in a company or in a group of people that weren't operating above the line, cause care to ripple out from them into the world. And that was what we decided we could put our name to. So the key elements that we're so excited that we have been invited into this group, because like you said, we can reach this, but it's about being invited into a group of people who are operating and leading the next level, the next generation of Optavia with these core values. And so, just as a whole, keep at it, but keep at yourself, keep working on yourself. We are always wanting to learn and to get better, and we care. And that's such a big part of, we love hearing that from our team and from our clients, that they see and feel that. And really operating with consistency in truth, consistency in your behavior, consistency in how you show up. We all have hard days. It doesn't mean you fake it, but be consistent on those hard days that you are just having a hard day, and tomorrow's another great day. So we're really excited about this. I think overall, it is quite an honor to just be a part of Team Global Pursuit and be able to help impact some more leaders coming up.
Awesome. Hey, I'd like to just one quick thing. Absolutely, 100%. But as well, we can't see our own blind spots, and so when we stay connected with our mentorship team,
thank you, Brad.
Yes, absolutely. give them permission to speak into those areas that we can't see.
Yep.
You know, and when we did that with Brad and Ashley and David and Terry, so many things became clear and revealed, and that we could work on and really help move us forward, which moves everything else forward. So.
You're muted, Brad.
See, that's why you have team members right there, like to get your back on that. Guys, I love everything you shared, your heart, your love for your team, like the focus on clients, all those things, the values, what you've seen with this company, just because it's incredible to watch. And you're right about the blind spots. It's so key to be able to do that. And that's actually when Ashley and I really grew, when we opened up ourselves, because we're all doing the best that we can. We're all learning these things. So congratulations. It's so fun to watch you, because it's all about your team with you guys. Like, it's just so fun to help you or to watch you be excited about their victories. And that's incredible. And that's what makes you part of that group. So big congrats, and a big congrats to everyone from this last month, because I'm just going to recap before we jump in. Allison's going to help us get set up on our month. But those were our rank advancements. There's a lot of personal bests that people had that didn't even amount to a rank advancement. And also, there was a ton of consistency from you guys, a lot of victories, a lot of clients, a lot of wins, a lot of ahas. Like, you know, like Maria sharing at the beginning of this call, being like, oh my gosh, I just started feeling natural in doing the layout of the call. Like, she just stayed consistent of those things, like doing the health assessment. A lot of you guys ran your highest frontline volume. A lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh, why didn't I have a schedule this whole time? Because this is way more fun. Guys, we get paid to do this. That's like for real talk right there. And we get to do this as a community. It's Labor Day weekend. People are taking a long, relaxing weekend from their jobs that they hate. And we're all showing up here. Hold on, let me check real quick. 132 people ready to take this on to be in community, because this ain't work, everybody. This is literally growing ourselves, our life. You know, I've been blown away watching the news. My friend Doug Wood shared this about just watching the news and just seeing people, like, you know, evacuated in Houston. It's like my heart's breaking for that area. I just love that our company, one, just jumped in and like made an initiative to support that. That's just how awesome our company is. But that, you know, most people's most valued possessions was a big screen TV. You could see them carrying out like their TV and their things and the things they value. It's like, man, if my house was flooded, the last thing I carried out is my TV. Like, I don't even watch the darn thing anymore, because I'm just so excited to live a different life of like fun and energy and around other people. Like April was talking about, was like stepping up your game of who you are around. So I'm just very excited that today that 130 plus people want to be here around other people. That is something that's fantastic, and that's what we invite people into. So as we recap here real quick, we covered everything last month. All the basics, all the different things of supporting your clients well, and all the little nuances of what sets it up. We talked about bringing social media value, sharing, bringing it to the phone, like all the messages, how to have those messages, not to be weird, how to set up a client really well, because it really starts from before we ever talk to them. The mindset and like the structure of supporting your month, like all Elizabeth's stuff talked about. Creating integrated clients, like it really is predictable if you do like certain things, and then basically finishing the month strong, like a lot of you guys did today. One thing we did in this whole month was showed you kind of how to structurally build a month, because that's one of the things the best of the best do. They work it in a certain fashion to make it simple and easy for them to reach the most people. So what's cool about that, that's what we're covering today. And I want to show this slide again, because this is the victory that most people are seeing. Most people, you know, in life end up like that bottom guy. They give up right before like they see the wins. And if the screen's being covered by the video, like basically there's a bunch of diamonds on the right hand side, and the guy at the top, if he just stays consistent, he's going to see those victories. You can't always see your wins, and we need to really celebrate our wins a lot, but that's one of the things I just really want to remind you guys as we go in this month. And just that everyone thinks it looks easy and simple, and like Elizabeth, oh my gosh, great job, you know, integrated regional director. I guarantee like your success looks like the squiggly line, probably somewhere between the middle one and what it could look like. So why we do this together is because it could look a lot more like that far right one. It could look a lot easier. There could be less twists and turns if you do these little things and stay connected with your support team. So last thing real quick is we went over the structure of building your business. So if we always focus on what's next, you will know how to help the next few people. You'll stay structured. And what's really cool is you're making an investment in other people's health and also your finances. I'm not going to go over that right now. We talked about the benefit of a schedule and how important that is. So, if you, like, as we come to this month, that's something you really want to have set up. But I'm going to flip it over to Al. So Allison shared with us a lot last month, some really good tips on just bringing value on social media. But she's also a pro in setting up her month and also helping her team on that. So Allison, I'm going to turn it over to you so we can get set up with a month. It's all the exact same thing. So help us get kicked off and know all those basics that we need to do to help get there.
Right. Hey, good morning, you guys. And it's funny when I hear you say I'm a pro. I'm no pro. Guess what? I'm just doing what my support team, excuse me, what my support team helps me with. But first, if it's okay with you guys, I'd love to highlight a health coach and friend on my team, Kaylee Kemp. She really, this month was a really great month for her. And I'd love for her to share what went well for her. And then we can kind of talk about, after that, talk about what she did and how she and I worked together to do that. So Kaylee, are you there, girlfriend? You guys, she tripled her frontline volume in about 9 days. So I'm super excited for her to share what worked for her.
Good morning, you guys. Yeah, I'm probably going to echo some things that you already heard before, but I just wanted to share that, yeah, a lot of my change happened like the last few weeks of this last month. So the month prior to that wasn't a really great month for me, and it left me feeling discouraged and frustrated. And so Allison, still being the awesome health coach she is, she's like, Kayla, you've got this $1,000 bonus. You got to go for it. And I was like, oh, I don't think I can do it. That means I have to like get a bajillion more coaches or clients. And that wasn't the case. And she knew what was possible for me to be able to do. And that was something that was huge for me, is seeing what was possible and me trusting her. And so I said, okay, Al, let's do this. And from there, we just honed in on what the next steps were going to be. So I was really, really hip to hip with her throughout the rest of the month. And so with that being said, we got on the same page schedule-wise. And I was really worried too that I was going to have to spend all of my time doing this to get this big bonus and to reach these goals. And she goes, listen, Kaylee, you're not going to have to spend any additional time. You're going to have to spend intentional time. So we got on the same page. We created those blocks together, and we started there. We started doing power hours together, which was really fun. If you haven't done that with your coaches yet, I strongly suggest that. I was doing like a shared screen, and I was showing her what my pre-clients were saying, and I was having these great authentic conversations. But also Allison was there to kind of give me some tools and tips when it came to engaging with people on Facebook. And that was really fun. And from there, I set up some calls, and I got some clients from that. So again, just being hip to hip with her. And it required a lot of trust. I was unsure myself, but man, I can certainly trust my coach, right? You guys haven't gotten this far without your coach, so believe in them. And another piece that I started to do is go back to the basics. I was starting to do some 3-way calls with Allison and just taking some bad notes because I knew I was missing something, because prior I was able to hop on the phone and share with people, but I wasn't nailing it down, and I knew I was missing something. So when I was listening to her, I discovered that I had some concepts. I had some concepts about price. And Allison is just so nonchalant on the phone. Oh, no big deal. So what are you having in the day? And people are sharing, what they're having typically. Okay, so that's like $15 Awesome. This is going to be super affordable for you. Anyway, and just kind of keeps going. And she was posturing herself in a way, just owning it, having that confidence. We all know that we have something, you guys, that people need, and they may not know that yet. So we need to show them. And if you're posturing yourself from that spot of confidence and being bold and being authentic and yourself, you're going to get some clients. And for me, after I did those 3-way calls and figured out my concepts, I was able to start turning around, doing myself. And that's really what changed for me. So be open. If you feel like you're not nailing things down in the month and your flow isn't what you would anticipate, like I echo from someone who just spoke before, be open to changing. These people, our coaches are here to support us, to help us. And so Allison's like, yep, you got a concept, girl. Let's work on this. And I was able to, yeah, and I like that she's real and just calls me out because it's a safe space between her and I. And so that's okay. And that's really what changed a lot for me. And so just with that consistency, being bold, being authentic, being hip to hip with my support team, it was huge. So just do your thing, you guys. But I would say the biggest thing is go back to your coach, ask for some help, explore what are some things that you could be changing in your business, and be open to it. And then just keep staying in touch with your coach, be paying attention to your map, your back office. And when you're present in your business and you put your CEO cap on, you're going to own this. So that's really what I got. Is that Wes in the background?
Yeah, I got a 4-year-old.
Oh, good. So that's really
Kaylee,
what I have to share.
I'm so excited because it's so true. Let me get rid of this. In there, go see Daddy.
Brad, can I come off mute for a second?
Yeah, of course you can.
I just want to celebrate these two right here because truly, I think it was on the 15th of the month, Kaylee, I love everything you shared. I love how it was clear and consistent and you took it back to the basics. But I remember I was on that call with you like the day after. You know what? And we talked about it. Had a little bit of a meltdown like on the 15th, like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure. Might have been a few tears, but it was like a nervousness, not that you didn't want it. You just were like, I want it so much. I don't know how to do it. And I don't know what it's going to take. And I remember you thinking that, oh my gosh, that's like doubling. That's actually like tripling stuff. And does that mean I have to put in triple the work? And I love that you and Allison just sat down and got really clear on what it was going to take. And it's more intentional time, not necessarily more time. And girl, I know we've talked about it. I know it's okay to share, but I know it's okay to share this because we talked about this yesterday. You quadrupled your income in 2 weeks. Went from $1,100. Guys, I just want you to listen to this because this is what's possible. She went from $1,100 of income to almost $4,300 of income in 2 weeks. Can we just and you know what? It's possible because she made the decision. She linked in with Allison and they just got structured, took it back to basics. So I'm going to turn it back to Allison since her critter's taken care of now and she can really head into the next section. But congratulations, Kaylee, because it was a decision that you made. And yeah.
It was a fun month. I'm ready for the next month.
On September.
Guys, so.
Right? Yes. Starting September with the tools you learned this month. So sorry, I have kids. I'm a work from home mom. Did you guys know that? But Brian Petty is on point now. So anyway, I'm super, super proud of Kaylee. And, I just wanted to say, guys, that what Kaylee did, I don't want to downplay it because she is amazing. And we're all amazing, but it's nothing that we all can't do. This is everything I'm going to talk about today. Guess what? You've heard it all before. This is all the same stuff. It's just what happened for Kaylee this month that was different is that she actually did the work instead of just kind of talking about it. It's so different when you make the decision, when you really go for it. And all of us, y'all, hear me here, all of us can have our best month ever, right? Ready to do that? So for me, just to be truly transparent here, I have ebbed and flowed in my business multiple times. I get in my head, I compare myself, I stop in my tracks. Guess what? None of that's worked for me. I'm not amazing. They asked me to talk because I got a big mouth and I'm a little crazy sometimes. But there's no reason why any of you guys can't be doing exactly what I'm doing. The only difference between me and Kaylee, or what any of you guys are doing, is we're actually doing the work and we're following the structure. So we're all awesome. We're all amazing. Kaylee's awesome. But again, we're not special. There's nothing special. And I know that that's 100% annoying to hear, because it held me back. I came into this business almost 5 years ago. I watched Dan Valentine come in and go presidential in what felt like 1 week. I watched Charlene Green do it. And now recently, my most famous girl crush, Carol Hips, I watched her do it. It's so frustrating, right? It's annoying. But honestly, guys, don't get stuck comparing. Just do and be you. And I just wanted to really reiterate that clients are not falling from the sky for Dan Valentine or for Kaylee or for Carol Hips or for me. This is all done with 100% intention. And I know you guys have probably all heard of Shel Silverstein. I'm a little dated, so sometimes some of my references are a little old for people. But really, clients don't fall from the sky. There is a 100% structure to everything we do. And thank God, or thank Buddha, or the universe, or whatever you believe in for that. Because if we didn't have that structure, if life was not full of systems, our heads would end up on our booties, right? I mean, gosh, y'all, it's the same thing with our business. So if you're not following the simple structure, then guess what? Your head isn't going to end up in the right spot. So do the system, and guess what happens? You triple your income in a month or in 9 days. So growth in your business comes from being intentional, having a freaking plan, and with a strategy. So hear my heart here. If you're not growing, so did all y'all grow last month? If you didn't, have no fear. If you're not growing, stop, take some time, and really slow down. I know that you guys hear this all the time. I did too, but seriously, get with your support team. Do these things. If you don't have a schedule, get a schedule, y'all. I mean, it's just not negotiable. You cannot come to the table with your support team without a schedule. You have to know what you're able to do and how many hours you're able to work. So figure that out. This is a picture of mine from I don't know when. It doesn't have to look like mine. Just do your own thing, y'all. And then the other thing is, you've got to connect with people. It's not good enough to just 3 and 3 or message people. It has to be genuine, real connections. And just a little plug for Dawn and I, a few weeks ago, we did a little training on connections. If y'all haven't seen it, it's on the Brash page. Maybe go and watch that, or connect with your support team. They'll help you with this. Okay, so I think what was really hallmark for me this month in helping Kaylee was learning that we didn't want to do more work. We wanted to do kind of different work. Slow down. You don't want to just do more of what you're doing, because guess what? It's not working. If you weren't growing the month before, don't do more of what you were doing last month, y'all, because it's not working. Get with your support team. It's quality over quantity, and slow down and change your work. And a good example of that I like, that I think really clicked for me, is that we all know when a client isn't in fat burn, right? When a client's not in fat burn, they don't feel good, they're not losing weight. We know that they're not following the system, right? We know that. Does that make sense? I mean, you know, before you even get on the phone with them, they're like, Coach, I'm doing everything. I promise. I'm eating. I'm doing this. I'm going to call BS on that, because if they're following the system and they're not losing weight, then that's just not possible. It's a system and it's science. Guess what? It's the same freaking thing with your business. If you're not growing, go back to the basics and figure out what pieces you're missing, because something's missing, y'all. Okay? You're not in coach and fat burn. Okay. So once you're clear and you know that you want to grow and that you have everything figured out, right? There's 5 main things where you need to spend your time to really have the best month ever, right? We all want the best month ever. So set yourself up. by doing these things and get ready to get crazy. So your support team, we talk enough about the support team. Everyone knows to use your support team, right? So if you're not using them, you're really missing out. It's kind of the reason why we encourage our clients to have a health coach. We truly are better together, you guys. Kaylee had some blinders on, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. Guess what? Dawn helped me lift those blinders for her. You know, I might have missed it too if I wouldn't have had an amazing support team. I didn't know what wasn't meshing. And so thank goodness we have all these people around us that want us to truly be better. So if you're not open to being taught, and if you're not using your business coach, you are missing the boat, you guys. So definitely do that. Kaylee and I went back to some specifics, but talk with your support team and they're going to help you with that. And then the map, you guys, we talk about this all the time. The map is a tool to use all month. It's not something you just fill out on the 31st and send to your business coach and then you're done. It's something you continue to use. And Brad, I think did you have a pretty picture or some? Brad wanted to share a little bit about the map here.
Let me do that real quick. Share my screen. Hold up for you real quick. So for some reason I got the old one here, so we have a pretty new one. But yeah, so like here's the map. So like, I mean, Allison, I did some trainings on this. There is a training. A lot of you guys know how to do this really well, or your support team will help you with it. But like, Allison, you nailed it when you're talking about how you set it up. Just don't do it. What are some key things that you want to share with people that are so important to do with your map and why it's important? Because we're not just telling you to do a map. It's one of the key things that'll help you grow your business. And hands down, if you're not doing a map, you're not going to grow. I'm just going to tell you that. Like, I'm going to be super honest with you. Every single person you see, Success Leaves Clues, they do their map. And they also don't do it as a to-do list. They do it because it organizes their clients. This helps them support it. It's going to save them hours during the month. So they're not going to be running around thinking like, oh, what do I need to do? No, it's, oh, that thing that's in front of me. Like, it's all right here on one piece of paper. So Allison, what are some of the things you find are super, uber important for you on your map for all these newbies that are learning these skills? Just like
you know, I mean, like I mentioned before, I have ebbed and flowed in this business, you guys. I've been mad about not growing. I've compared. I've done it all. And I'm telling you, until I got 100% consistent with this map, Dawn hasn't been able to help me, you know? And so now she and I are really hip to hip because of this map, because I'm using it. But I think the most important thing is that we all know we can earn a certain bit of money helping clients, and that's all great. But if you don't hone in on how to use this map yourself, how are you going to teach your coaches to do it? And it is 100% critical, you guys, for a brand new coach and for anyone in this type of business. So the things that we're looking for is making sure you're filling it all the way out. You want to make sure you're putting in your current reality and then your goals for the month. And then also the people who are on your heart. The map is like the gateway to growth. I just said that, and it is 100% true. If you're not using this map, you're missing the boat. You're not going to grow. Dan Valentine uses a map. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, he uses a map. My girlfriend, Carol Hips, uses a map, you know? So I'm going to do what they're doing. So that's how I feel about the map.
I think that's great, Allison. So I want you to keep going on because all the stuff you're hitting on is so perfect. And just my last, I mean, so many of you guys did the map. I got more maps on the last day of the month than I've ever gotten before, because also here's a tip. The last day, it's the same calendar every single month. Plan your month to be finished up early. Enjoy those smiley faces. Kick back and chill on your last day of the month and fill out your map, plan it for the next month ahead. So I've already gotten more than I was already planning on, but for all of you guys that want to know a good routine, it's like Groundhog's Day. Put it in your calendar, take 15 minutes to fill out your map, get that clarity down on paper, take 15 minutes to save yourself hours throughout the month and grow your business. That's just what the pros do. I do what the pros do. I study what makes successful people successful. So boom, there you go. That's how it's done. If you haven't done it, it's not too late. Grab a map. Let's rock and roll.
Right. 100%. Your business coach can't really help you if she or he doesn't know where you want to go. And so the map's the first step. And I'm getting, just to be real, and when I first started doing the map, I didn't know what I was doing. I was kind of nervous. I didn't want to send it over because I didn't know what I was doing. But now I know how to do it. But more importantly, I know how to help my team do it. And that's really what this business is all about, is helping others. So growth comes from the map, you guys. Okay. we've talked a lot about this, your schedule. If you don't have a schedule, you guys, get it together. When you go to work, you clock in, right? This business is no different. Yes, we get to pick our schedule. Yes, we get to do what we want. But y'all, let's be real, it's still work. You've got to do the work. You've got to clock in. There's some things that should be in your schedule, stuff like the leadership call, which typo, sorry, LC calls leadership call, the Habits of Health call, our Saturday trainings. But more importantly, show up for yourself, you guys. I've gotten really good at this, and it has made a complete difference. If we don't show up for ourselves, how can we expect other people to show up for us? And if we can't keep a commitment to ourselves, how can we expect other people to? So I've gotten really real about my schedule, but most importantly, I set it up, a week in advance, and I'm honest. What am I capable of doing? Where are my workouts going to be? What's my life going to look like? And pencil it in or write it in with pen. Because if you're making a date with yourself and if you're clocking in, you're going to do the work, right? Okay, so the next thing is about the 3, 3, and 3. Amazing, right? It's super amazing. But you guys, if you're not putting the pieces together, 3, 3, and 3 isn't going to get you anywhere. So I kind of referenced that Dawn and I had done a little training about connections. And if you guys haven't seen it, maybe take a peek at that. It goes into a little bit more depth, about 10 or 15 minutes, about what it could look like to have real connections. But the basic thing is the 3, 3, and 3 doesn't cut it if you're not being real and if you're not being authentic and if you're not making the connection. It's one thing to 3, 3, and 3, but if you don't make the connection, it's no good. It's like you're getting an air ball, So, and the commingle part, what I mean by that is that I've started really mixing my healthy Allison with my running Allison or with my business Allison. I mean, it's important that we're not all about health. Make sure that you're commingling your Facebook post and your life with health in a kind of fun, interesting way. Okay, so lastly, I want to challenge you guys to lead with your health first. Something that super gave me mental clarity this month is I got into fat burn for the first time in 2 years. I don't have a lot of weight to lose. I'm a big runner, but most of y'all know it's been a real smoky summer in Montana. And I was like, hell, I'm going to get on fat burn because I can't run as much as I'd like to. Anyway, the immense amount of mental clarity that I got from being in fat burn was life-changing for me. Why is everyone not doing our program, you guys? I'm not hungry. I feel amazing. My team's on fire. I'm on fire. Can you tell I'm in fat burn? It's just a great feeling to be in fat burn. And when we know and when we're reminded of what we have, it's so much easier to share it from a place of whole heart when you are just when your health is in the forefront. So I'm just going to say that I challenge you guys this month to get into fat burn and to lead with your health. So last points, and then I'll quit talking. Every accomplishment, you guys, starts with a decision to try. When Kaylee decided to do this 9 or 10 days ago, whoa, we took a step back and I said, do you want to do it? And she said, yeah, but Allison, I can't do that. I don't care. Do you want to do it? And she said, yeah, but Allison, and I'm like, none of that. Do you want to do it? You guys make the decision. Do you want to do it? And then let your health coach or let your business coach help guide you with the simple steps to get there. September is an amazing month in our business. Y'all are going to see an immense amount of growth this month, especially if you're following these steps and if you're doing exactly what we talked about. This is not rocket science, you guys. It really isn't. It's getting into action and following the system, but most importantly, making the decision. And I hope I'm not offending anyone with this post. I'm a scientist. My background's microbiology, and I just have to say that science and nature is incredibly amazing, and it's super amazing like what happens when a system isn't followed. So systems that aren't followed lead to chaos, and they lead to anomalies. And within our business, we have super simple systems. If you follow that, you guys, you're going to be in the Big Thinkers Club, or you're going to be Team Global. You know, how amazing is that it's so simple just to take it back to the basics and to grow big. That's it for me. Happy Saturday.
Allison, that's incredible. Awesome job. The chat's blowing up. You guys, like, amazing stuff. I love how simple you made it. So, Allison, here, I'm going to mute you real quick. There you go. You're all set. You guys, she just nailed it on the basics. It's all the exact same stuff. And what's cool is, like, this is a congrats to you all. You guys are all doing this. So here's the thing. Just keep practicing getting better at this. My biggest win is watching you guys this last month get into a really good rhythm of these things. No one just does them right out of the gate, but if you make a decision like Allison said, you get those things in order, and that's going to be the action steps today, you will see that. But I also want to show you this screen right here. Yes, your business probably grew last month. Yes, you probably started clients. Yes, you're seeing the effect of changing lives. And yes, now you know a lot more things on how to integrate clients to create those wins, to create that fun. I mean, guys, like seriously, we get paid to do this. It's crazy. But I'm going to ask you guys, what will happen this month because of your consistency last month? What's going to happen in October because of your consistency in September? And if you keep this up, you know, without having a short-sighted look at your business, where will you be in January? All right, guys, my encouragement to you is enjoy the weekend. It's a great time to create connections, endless amounts of connections. Like Dawn, like Allison, you've been doing this a few years. Susan, you're on the call. Candy, you running out of clients? Heck no. Ashley and I ran one of our highest frontline volume, and I don't even know how we did it. We just literally let go and let the systems support us and us be ourselves. Like, that's what my encouragement is for you guys. Just keep practicing it. It's worth it to get after it. Some of you might be feeling right now like Allison saying, oh, I don't know if I'm that amazing. Then just keep practicing it. I was god awful at coaching when I got started. Like, I would invite Ashley to tell some stories, but I'm kind of embarrassed and we're running out of time. Like, the stuff I said to people, like, didn't even make sense. And now I feel super confident. I could do a call in my sleep. So it's worth investing in, guys. And it feels really good to hone your craft. So get dialed in on your basics. These are the things I want to share with you guys as we're getting started. I got a lot of cool things with you. So guys, all right, here, slow down for a second here. As we get into September, just grab your map, one of these bad boys, send it over to your support team, and look at your next few steps. Grab your hundreds list that you've been layering on. Maybe make sure you have a couple fresh ones so you can add people to it, because there's endless connections, especially this weekend. Where will you go where someone needs help? Who will you strike up a conversation with that's going to connect you to someone else later on? You know, you just never know. Dawn and Brian, they're in our lives because we went to a party. That's pretty cool. Like, random. Would have never met them before in our life. Grab one of these bad boys, the 3, 3, and 3 calendar, and just stay consistent on your connections and your branding. People will think of you, and people are craving to get into structure here. So anyways, with all that being said, to help you set up for your month, those are the things you need. For all of you that have been doing the do, you have potential coaches in there. That's just what happens when you really take care of your clients. So what I'm really excited about is Presidential Director Doug Wood, who honestly, like, I would tune into this training just for you guys to get a mindset shift on your own personal health journey. Yes, it's going to help you reach out to other people. And yes, we're going to have a sponsoring incentive, but literally the stuff that he's going to share is the mindset of overall health. It's worth just the investment for yourself and what you're going to posture to other people. Because if you're talking about dieting and food and weight loss, guys, you're missing the point. You're really missing the point. That's a great place to start. And by the way, I coached like that for like 3 years. Allison, I think you were like, when I changed from being, no, it was Lindsay who said, when I changed from being a diet coach, that's when my business really got fun. So, but anyways, so we all have our calendar, our schedule. We're getting into a good rhythm with that. Grab your calendar. After the holiday weekend, I'll move this over so I can see it. We're going to be having a sponsoring training layout. So it's going to start on Tuesday, marketing your schedule, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to break down like some of the ideas and the value and bringing to people and layering and dripping coaching. The next day, that evening, there's going to be a short training on like a higher level of like who you're qualifying, who you're looking for, how to know when it's right to have confidence in that. Because just like you saw with Kaylee, as her confidence grew, as she linked arms with her support team, her business doubled and her income quadrupled, or whatever the case was with that. And it wasn't about adding time. It was about learning more skill sets. Thursday, next week, marking your calendar, we're going to have an exploring coaching call. Trust me, if you're supporting your clients, you'll want to bring them on that. Like, you'll want to be able to hand select that with all that set up. And then we're going to have an incentive for reaching out to people and sponsoring them if they want to start. September is a great month to start as a coach. People are wanting structure and all of those things. So again, remember, guys, we don't get coaches. You create them by helping them with their health journey, and coaching is an evolution of their health journey. Think about where you are on your health right now. Think about coaching and what it's done for your life. How many of your clients need that just because of our need for a slight mental shift? So in all due time. So, but anyways, join into that next week. It is literally the cap on what you guys have been doing. If you've been doing the steps this last month, guaranteed you're ready for this this week. So join in, mark that on your calendar. It's going to be well worth it. The other thing we're going to do, Susan LaBelle, thank you for leading off with this, but we do focus groups in our client support pages periodically just to kind of break up the health journeys for people. So just nothing to really do with it right now. Just mark it in your calendar. On the 18th, we're going to have a focus group, and it's going to be a few weeks just for, guys, think about how simple this is going to be for you. If you're doing the 3, 3, and 3, like let me write this down for you real quick, like a boss mindset. Because I know a lot of people are already like so excited right now because they got their rhythm down. If you're doing the 3, 3, and 3, if you're connecting with people, if you've had a few clients fall off, and we all have that happen. And by the way, a lot of you guys are new coaches. You know what? We're not great coaches in the beginning, so we don't know the little nuances that we went over last month. We tend to focus more on food and dieting, and people focus on food and dieting. Like they're only going to stay on their diet for so long. That's why diets don't work. This is a chance for you to refocus with them, like on those things, to invite them back. Like some people need a what would you call it? A trip up, Dawn, in your health journey before they actually own it. Like I love Tanya. I think Tanya's on this morning. She lost like 60 pounds before, fell off the face of the earth, gained it back, and then came back, and she's been the most integrated, awesome client this time. She's lost 130 pounds. Like, it's just incredible to see what people can do. So you can use it for all of those things, to invite people to our community, to focus on your health, to refocus with your clients. Anyone ever get to a point where you've been coaching someone for 5 months and you're like, I wonder what they're focusing on right now because we've just been talking day to day. This will give you a chance to do this. So basically, mark your calendars down. We will cover this later in the month. You don't really need to do anything on it like right now, but you'll start to see some information going on in our groups. It'll just be a fun way to kind of bring more value and to follow another tool for you to help create clients this next month. Just want to give you a heads up for when you see it. Last thing, as we wrap up here, Saturday mornings in September. All right, guys, I've already gotten like a lot of people like crying, like, oh my gosh, copy and consistency. What are we going to do? Like Saturday mornings, it's been a rock in my schedule. I don't want to miss it. The community, the empowering, the ideas, the different voices. Ashley and I always do trainings in series. We don't do them randomly. We do them so you can see the artwork of the flow and how simple it is and how everyone can do the same thing. But there's also the consistency factor. So what we want to do is on Saturday mornings in September, because again, mark my words, you'll see even more success in the month of September if you put in the flow and you keep your energy high and you keep having fun. So Saturday mornings in September, since we've already got the time marked out in our schedule and you guys have been being consistent for the last month, guaranteed it's like a habit for you, we're gonna give you the work time. So each week, we're gonna have a 30-day consistency club for the Copy and Consistency crew. Come in, join in. We'll give you like a few different tips that will be helpful for you that week. Some like structure, because a lot of you guys are constantly asking questions. What should I be doing this time of month? What should I be doing? Where should my focus be? Oh my gosh, I love how Allison thought like that. No way, I totally should have thought about that in my business like that. We'll give you some of those things and then literally give you like plenty of time to make your connections, to make your times, to follow up, to get organized. So the time's built in because you already know what to do. We just covered it all the same this last month. It's just doing it over and over again. So that's what we're going to be doing for this next month. And that's the plan. So that's it, you guys. Seriously. Congratulations on our best month ever. I'm looking all around the call right now. I see everything you've done. So if you're not sitting there counting every win from this last month, the things you moved forward in your health, the things you learned, the consistency you added up, the seeds you planted, like if you don't see that, if you don't see that you just being present alone, if you actually just did nothing but you're still here, that's consistency. Think about the people that will reach out to you just because they know over time, oh, it wasn't one of those things that they did. We all know those people that get all hopped up on something and we're like, yeah, that's not going to last. But what's going to happen for you when you stay consistent? They're going to be like, oh, dang, like that must be real. That must be real what's going on. So half of it is just consistency yourself, you guys. So do the work, make the connections. And here's the thing too, if you're feeling saucy this month, Dan Valentine's massive tip was, hey, Doug laid out these things for me to do, these simple steps. I was like, well, I wasn't sure they were going to work for me, so I doubled them. So because he really wanted to make sure he was successful. step up the game this month. So as we wrap up here, you guys, here's the last thing. Super simple. Just because a lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh, like I finished off the month. Like if anyone feels like that, I don't know if anyone does, but sometimes even I feel like that at the end of the month. Just get yourself grounded, grab a mat. It's the habit of success for all the coaches on here doing the do, having the most fun, changing the most lives. Grab your hundreds list, get right back in the groove. Maybe make sure you have some extra ones printed off. You know, these bad boys right here. Send your map to your support team and grab them for a few minutes to get your mind right. And like Allison was talking about, be super open to some guidance. If you're not, by the way, a real quick tip for you guys, because I know you guys are hungry. You guys are spending your time on a Saturday morning before a holiday weekend. A lot of people make the mistake, and I'm sharing with you because I made the mistake of not asking for advice in my business. And I told my health coach, my business coach, what I was going to do. And that's all well and good. But if you're not asking for insight, guys, you're making your life harder. We want to make your life easier and more fun. So be open to different mindsets, because every time I allowed my support team to teach or speak into me, my life got easier. So I recommend it. It worked for Kaylee this month, so I recommend it. Fresh health assessments in your binder. Like you guys saw the picture of Ashley, like quick on the fly, about to give birth to a baby, just like starting a client in 25 minutes flat because of what we taught. Have health assessment printed out. Just have it go with you everywhere you go. That's your rock. Set up your schedule. If you're on the wing it plan, gosh, you're making your life so hard, and I feel bad for you. Like Elizabeth, 5 to 6 hours a week. I'm sure there's some more seed planting time in there. But if you give yourself 8 to 12 hours a week, and that's like nothing, we'll show you how to do what we're talking about with this group. At least make executive director and make it simple and fun. At least make $2,000 to $3,000 and then some. That's just the start. But make sure you have your celebration day, your 15 minutes of on-purpose time a day, your backup day, your follow-up day. That's so key. And then trainings on Saturday morning. And then next month, next week, the bonus trainings. Don't miss that. I know it's a little bit more time. It's worth the investment, and it's worth the energy to be around those people. I personally guarantee you that you will have a mind blow by listening to that call on your mindset for what you have the offering to bring to people. Lastly on that, just get set up to make connections and do your 3, 3, and 3. It's not magic. It's just doing the steps. So, and like Allison said, just be you. And when, I think you said, Allison, I think you told me, is like when like Allison health coach and like fun, weird Allison, like combined, that's when like your business exploded. Don't be trying to be all serious to this. Just make connections and have fun with it, and don't be attached to the outcome. Last thing, lead with your health. Boom. That is it, my friends. So that's what I got for you guys. And what's cool is I'm preaching to the choir. You guys are all doing it, but it's really fun to see the basics done over and over again. So for all you new coaches, welcome. You're in a really good place. Have confidence and lean into your support team. You too can be here as well. For all of you guys doing the do, it feels good. Congratulations. And for all those that just stayed consistent in August and you're here this morning before we go connect with people on the holiday weekend, well done. So that's what I got for you guys today. Congratulations. Let's go take on September. Let's do it, guys. All right, have a good Saturday, y'all, and a good holiday weekend.
Hey, are you doing an after party?
I am doing an after party. That's a good, okay, wait, I'm going to stop the recording real quick.